Hello, it's Johnny. I got good news, and I'm working on the image on this one. It's gonna take a while because I'm putting on more game and more RAM on mine. But it's gonna be like these. I think either this one I think is 512 gigabyte SD card, and then there's another one which I'm using Mr. Bund's image with track. I think you have track mode. I haven't tested yet, and that one I'm going to use a 1 terabyte. So I'm working on this one first, which is look like this one. Okay, and I have a good news about this one is this is a 128 gigabyte, and the one I gave you, the bad news is if you are using his image, you have to burn the image directly. When you first start it, you had the SD card, and they ask you, do you want to format it and then install the software, and you say yes. Okay, the problem is if you burn it to another SD card and trying to expand the SD card, it won't work on Raspberry Pi. Okay, it only work on Linux operating system because using ext4 or whatever, and that format is not recognized by Windows or by Raspberry Pi. So you will have to use Linux to increase. That's one way to do it. The other way is the SD card, the original SD card. Luckily, I made a copy from here. That SD card will work for Raspberry Pi 3 and Raspberry Pi 4. So you need to pick the SD card size you want and then start it from there. And then you could start copying file over like I'm doing here. Otherwise, when you try to expand the SD card size, it will not work. So just want to update that, let you guys know. And I'll give you the link of that SD card, the 32 gig that came with this Build-A-Cade image, because mine is gone. Both of my images gone, and luckily I did make a copy on the first time when I got this one. So I'll give you that link because some of you might say, oh man, I wish I have used another SD card, because it's a little bit headache if you don't have a Linux operating system, USB flash drive created, and you trying to do it, it won't. It's gonna be a little bit hard. I have a video out there showing people how to do that, but yeah, you will have to use the Linux operating system, boot up from laptop, and then do that. So the good news is the good and bad news is I haven't got this image ready for you guys yet for the 128 Pi 3 Plus, because I want to test AV console to make sure it work. Because when I transfer this back, things does work, track mode work, but the only thing that do not work is like the coin and HDMI output. I think it's got to do with the privilege, because I don't have the privilege. Okay, so let's just say if I was to turn that off, I did change some authorization to try to get the root directory access right. So I don't know it's going to work, because if you don't use the original image like this one, it won't allow you to change it. So let me go back to coin option. Let me turn it back on, see if it will make any difference, but I don't think it will work. Okay, I love this mark here. It's real cool because it makes this thing stand out more. And the Raspberry Pi 3B, I put out the link, I posted, is Pi 3 Plus. Normally you pay for $55, now is $57.49 I believe in Amazon. And then the Pi 4 went back up again to 92. It was 87 at one time when I was doing the video. Let's see, let me go back. I don't think the option will work, but yeah, I want to try one game just to see if a coin option will work. I don't think it will work, but But this one I have to do a lot of redo because a lot of things that was done here, this is a brand new install, I haven't done yet, so I have to do a lot of stuff. No, the coin sound still do not work. Okay, so the coin and the other stuff, the video out, those are only two things I could think of that do not work, but everything else does work. So if you want to go to track mode now with Glenn's image, you could do it now. You could go to track mode right there and just press A and it will boot to the track mode. And this one also support the spinner and track spinner, everything, and all the joysticks. So all that is configured like the one I gave you, the 32 gig Mr. Bun image. But this one is 128, and the 32 gig image, I apologize, but to add game to the track mode is going to be harder because all those station is not added. So you are not able to let me turn that down so I won't have a music copy. I don't think there's a music copyright, but I don't know. But yeah, the one I gave you, the 32 gig, is good as it is, but it doesn't allow you to add more different console, okay? Because it's missing the file. It's not really missing, it just was never created. Mr. Bun never created the other console. So if you was to go in and try to add a different console, you're gonna have a headache because you're gonna ask you what emulator you use. Where's the path for the artwork? Where's the path for the wheel? Where's the path for the video snap? And then you have to type it in, all that information in, one by one, and then you save it. So that's what's missing. And because Mr. Bun image never had Sega Genesis, it never have Neo Geo. So all those I transfer all those in there for you. Even I think Commodore and maybe Atari. So those different console that was never created. I don't normally play those old console because I like the graphic, easy button stuff. So I don't have those. Now this is the arcade that majority is the, I think, Mr. Bun's image. I don't know. Does it say how many is there? No, it say on the top. I think there you go. There's 881. So this is Mr. Bun's image. Now just also a head up. Mr. Bun image have some game that is nudity, FYI. So if you find out which one is nudity, go delete it because it actually show you the game name. Okay, this is a physical game name. No, actually that's the title. Sorry. You could actually have it display the physical name, so you know which one to delete. If you press the not that button. I thought it was one of, oh, maybe it's the Y button. Nope. Huh. I'm trying to get to the, that's not what I want to do. I'm trying to get to the back of the track mode. Oh, I think I have the keyboard plug-in. If you have other stuff plugged in, it won't let you do the, you're supposed to just press the back and then you could able to. Now all my image have the bezel, which is one on bottom, one on top. Okay, so yeah. So yes, I'm still working on this because there's still some other stuff I want to make sure it works before I even give you this image. So just let you know. But this is some information I want to share with you because I forgot to tell you guys the 32 gig image that I gave you is not going to be an easy task. Easy thing to do because I hate to have you guys copying a whole bunch of gaming into here and then find out that, oh my goodness, I cannot set up the track mode because it's too complicated. All right, so once it's ready, I'll give you this, and then you can add different console to it, and it would be easy just to pick and select. You don't have to go through all this trouble of trying to recreate the track mode information. All right, that's pretty much it. Later.